Okay, well, we're gonna shell some more corn today. We're gonna try to shell some more corn. We'll see how greasy it is. I think we'll be all right. Things are drying out pretty fast, all things considered. But between Sunday and Monday, which was yesterday, we had somewhere between 1.5 inches and 2 inches of rain. But it could have been worse, because talking to a couple guys I work with say that they had between 7 and 8 inches of rain. So they're not going to be in the field for a few days. But we got a 2-day window of decent weather, and then we got rain Thursday and Friday again. So I'm hoping to get this piece taken care of. I've got time. I should be able to get at least one load hauled in and then get both trucks full. And I'd like to get the 1800 in a cart over here, get that in the combine full, because there's no chances of rain tonight. So get as much on wheels as I can today, and then it should leave me plenty of time tomorrow. So I got home from work and I only slept till about 1, so I'm getting a somewhat early start. I see I had some corn go down. That wasn't like that a few days ago. I don't know why. I don't remember getting a bunch of wind, but most of it's standing, so that's good. I guess I should see which way it's laying so I know which way I should hit it. Yeah, it's all laying kind of that way-ish, so hopefully there's not a bunch of that. I don't want to be picking up a bunch of down corn. That sucks. Although I see more in there. This feels kind of sheltered too. That's surprising. But anyway, let this thing warm up for a minute, because she's blue smoking a little, so she's cold. And then we'll have at her. We're gonna try the camera a little different spot here today. I already got most of the end rows worked off. This is my last 4 that wraps up around. The spot where the corn went down is kind of fun because the stalks are wet. So they don't want to slide up over the snouts, and then the snouts pull them up by the roots, and then you just got a pile of corn sitting on the head. actually drying out really fast. I was surprised how dry it was just today. Get fertilizer spread Monday. Run the drag over it Tuesday. Actually, I got Monday off, so I probably get it fertilized or get the fertilizer spread, drag it Tuesday or Monday, and between Tuesday and Wednesday, get it planted. And then hopefully by the end of next week, it'll be drying up to finish up beans, and hopefully by next weekend, we'll be done with everything. Then we can worry about tillage. Looks good on paper anyway. This hill here, I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up just in case the combine tries to slide. I'm not knocking down any cord. So get this top done first. Well, it must be doing fairly decent because that's a full load. There's probably between 290 and 300 on there, I'd say, depending on how dry it is. And I'm only half done with that 3.5 acre chunk, so should be some pretty decent corn as long as it's still standing over there. But anyway, run us down to the elevator and we'll catch you when we get back. Well, Dad just took off with my truck. So that's load number 2. We're working on load number 3. He's gonna bring the 1800 and the cart back. I don't even think it's 5 o'clock yet. 5:05. Probably have this thing loaded by 6. So should be able to get a big chunk of this side knocked out yet tonight. Get it all on the truck or on the cart or in the combine. But I'm gonna finish opening this up and then we'll get some more video. Well, between, obviously that patch is done. You got this, a pretty good hole knocked into this half. Well, it's more than half. Combine's full, cart's full, both trucks are full. What's in the cart and the combine is probably damn near a truckload by itself, so probably figure I shelled 3 truckloads, or sorry, 4 truckloads. Hauled one in, filled 2 trucks, and I got one sitting here, 4 truckloads. So I don't think we're doing too bad. I don't think it's doing this. Yeah, we're getting on it just in time because there's patches that are going down out there. The critters have been into it. Like from right here over where it wraps around all the way back around to the horse corral was pretty much flooded out and non-existent about the first 16, 20 rows, because all the water in this field goes over here. And I had the same issue based right down in here in this low spot, because all the water from up here goes down there, so it was all flooded out up there, and then it came up on the hill, and then you go back down the other side of the hill and it was all drowned out again. So but probably at least somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 truckloads left out there, truckload and a half. So should have no issue getting done tomorrow. I'll have to haul a load in and get one of the trucks empty, come back, get this, haul this in, and then hopefully when Dad gets home he could haul the other truckload in, and then if we got 2 empty trucks, should be able to get the rest of that on trucks. So hopefully. But anyway, hopefully Dad's on his way back, so hopefully he's bringing a scoop shovel. Because apparently the clean out door didn't get shut on the cart, and the first splash of corn kind of ended up on the ground, so shovel that in the corn head. As long as my tires stay aired up overnight. I got new tires or new steer tires for this thing at the house. They turned out to be our I3s, not I1s. So basically it's the implement version of a front tractor tire. So they're actually bar lug. They look like field and roads, but they're not field and roads. So, but obviously didn't have time to get them put on because we're shelling today, and they just got here yesterday, and they didn't get here till late yesterday. So anyway, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Okay, so everything's empty. I still got a touch bit of room on the truck, so I'm gonna go shell a little bit more out. Actually, since I'd be rolling, I'm probably gonna go ahead and fill the truck, the cart, and the combine again, just because I think it'll be quicker since I've already got everything running. Well, the combine's running, not everything, but the elevator's supposed to be open till I think 6 tonight, so hopefully I can get everything hauled in and not have to screw with anything tomorrow in the rain, so we shall see. And I'm gonna stick you guys back up here. Right out there where I broke through to split the field. I sink a little bit. She gets kind of angry with me. knocked out before the rain. It got me questioning whether or not we're going to make it down to the muck this weekend, because they're saying we got pretty good chances of rain again tomorrow and Friday. So, well, I guess tonight, tomorrow, and Friday. But I got another project lined up that's either going to happen Friday afternoon or Saturday, depending on how things go. And I got to get the tires changed on this, and I got to get new tires in the back of the 7300. So we got stuff to do. And hopefully, like I say, next week we can at least, if I can't get on the muck, I'm still going to hit the wheat, get wheat planted, and should be able to get beans or the rest of the beans cut, as long as the weather does what it's supposed to as of this point in time. But I'm gonna get that run down the elevator. Both trucks will be empty, everything will be hauled in, and we will come back to you when we get moved back to the house and tell you how we did. It wasn't super stellar. I'm guessing between 140 and 150. It was pretty tore up back there between what got knocked or what got blown down and what the deer took. I'm wondering if this field had some tar spot in it the way some, because some of that had been falling down for a while. So that's got me wondering if there was some tar spot back there. But if it was, this is the only field I've seen. I would have seen it in so far, but everything's shredded now. You can't tell. So anyway, get this hauled in. We'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Okay, so here we are the next day, and it got late last night, so I didn't get this last part of the video done. So the whole field, it's about 11 acres, give or take. It's kind of hard to measure that one because it's so shaped so weird. Yeah, just shy of 1,700 bushel off of it. You do the math, it comes out to 153.5 bushel an acre. And I added the half bushel because it literally came out to exactly 153.5 bushel an acre when I added everything up. So that doesn't happen very often. And I don't think that's that bad considering how tore up that field was between what had got blown down and what the deer had tore up and everything else. So I'm perfectly content with that. Moisture was running right around 19. I had a load went down to 18.8, and there was another load in here was down in the high 18s. Yeah, 18.7. Test weight was running 55.8, 55.5, somewhere in there. So again, not too bad. So that leaves me with the muck left to shell, so hopefully we can get down on that this weekend. Got some tires for the combines that I got to get put on. These are obviously 16.5, 16.1s for the 8700, and these are 12.4 16s for the 7300, although they're not 12.4s anymore. They're some metric, because apparently they don't make a 12.4 anymore. Where is the tire size? Must only have them on one side, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, and next week's plans might have got shot to shit because we the weather keeps. When I got home from work this morning, we had gone from no weather events and from Sunday all the way through till next Sunday. Well, then I got home this morning, we had rain snow mix Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then when I woke up this afternoon, we had rain snow mix Saturday, Sunday. I don't know, it's up in the air. We'll just have to see how things play out, but hopefully gonna be able to shell corn this weekend. We're missing the rain as of right now that's supposed to come through the day. Hopefully we do the same thing tomorrow. If that's the case, the muck will be plenty dry. We can get down there on Saturday. Hopefully between Saturday and Sunday, get the muck shelled, be done with corn after that, and hopefully get wheat in this weekend or this next week. And like I say, it's all up in the air. It's all gonna depend on how the weather plays out. So anyway, I guess that's enough for this one. So we'll catch you guys on the next one.